When I first started flame working and bead making over 30 years ago, nobody showed me how to set up my workspace. I just sort of launched, and I had an old vintage table and a pair of tweezers. I think that was it. So I thought it would be nice if you could see my 5 essentials of how I like to set up a workspace. If you're a beginner, this could be really helpful, and if you are somebody who already, makes beads and flame works, then you get to see 5 of my favorite ways of working. Okay, let's number them. Number 1, I really like to sit low when I work, and I think that started out when I first saw jewelers working, and they sit really low at a jewelry bench, and then you can see the work really up close. And that way I like to keep my back really straight, because if you're going to be working for hours, it's really nice to be comfortable and not be hunched over. So keeping my chair really low is number 1. Number 2, I really like to have in my case, it's a 6-inch by 6-inch graphite plate that I raise up a little bit high on a brick right in front of my torch. And that way, with my less dominant hand, for me, I'm right-handed, so my left hand, I can marver across that surface and keep on working. I don't have to switch hands in order to marver. So I like to have that graphite plate right in front of me, right at eye level, and then I can marver back and forth. Number 3, I am right-handed, so I like to have all of my tools on the right side. I have all my glass on the right side. So as I pick up a tool or reach for a piece of glass, I know that that is available to me. It's right there. I don't have to cross over in front of the torch, and I can pick up my tools. And then I guess I'll call this 3B. I always make sure that I heat up only one end of the glass rod. That way, if I have an end that is cut and clean, then I know I can pick that up and it's not hot. If you have an end that's melted, it could be 800 degrees and it would just look like it's room temperature. So that's a really great way to keep yourself from, picking up hot things and maybe getting a burn. So one end that's hot, one end that is not hot. Number 4, I like to, this doesn't seem like a really big deal, but I like to have a little container of water, very small and very short, tucked up very close to the torch. And, I use that as sort of my trash can. I can throw away little bits of glass. I can cool off my tools if they need to be cooled off. And I don't have to kind of hunt around and look for it or reach very far or make a very large hand movement when I'm going to throw something away. I like to sort of keep everything in a very small space around the torch, and then I can just pick a little piece of glass off and then throw it into the water that is really next to me. Number 5, light. When I first began working, I kept things relatively dim lighting, because that way I could see how the glass was flowing and what was hot and what was not hot. I guess the glow of the glass is what I was after. Now I really want light. I started with 1 light, now I have 2, and I sort of blast my area with as much light as I can, because that way I can see better, and the reflection of the glass that's moving close to the bead, and all those little dots, the more light the better. I hope this information has been helpful, and if you have a setup that you love, feel free to put them in the comments below so we can all benefit and improve together. Happy making.